Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Oh, yo, what's up? I'm sorry, I'm like
Yo.
disconnected between the typing and the talking. It's bad. There's a disconnect.
There's a disconnect.
Oh my god. I'm back from the land of coats.
Hey, schloob. Schloob made it too.
I don't blame you. Of course. Tonight, the big, well, I didn't get his coat, but the former governor of Connecticut that went to jail came in. So that was like really exciting.
Nice.
And as soon as I saw him, I was doing this thing all weekend where I was telling everybody that it was the meteorological start of spring. But it like snowed last night and it's snowing again tonight. It's snowing again on Sunday. So it was kind of like, I was just trying to like build up the positive like vibes. And I just said it right to his face. I was like, Governor Rowland, you know, I'm not into old dudes, but I think prison was good for him. He was like really tan. He was like in shape. I was like, wow, you know what? I was like, I'm tempted to just...
Looks like prison treated you well.
I'm tempted to just whisper to you, you know, I'm a Democrat, but if you run again, I might vote for you. And anyway, I never even told you about John Kerry's scarf. So John Kerry comes in, and like before and after he came in, like 15 minutes prior, 15 minutes after, like all these people are like coming in and out with like gifts for him. Like it was like the ambassador Jordan that got him these gifts. And
what kind of gifts are they giving him? Like,
it looked like Tiffany bags. It looked like jewels or maybe some raw material, like ore from a mine, or maybe he got them the scarf. I don't know, because John Kerry was wearing this scarf that was like, if it wasn't 100% cashmere, I'm gonna fucking take myself off of the coat duty. You know what? If I haven't learned what 100% cashmere looks like, I never got to touch it.
You mean feels like?
Feels like, I wish, but a lot of people get really touchy about their scarf. It's like an extension of their innermost being, and they just don't want to.
Scarves aren't touchy.
There was a scarf tonight that was a strong contender for accessory of the night, and it was like cheetah print. It had all these polka dots in the yellow, and I told the lady, "Geez, I'd like to get my hands on that scarf," but she wouldn't give it up. Oh my God, Gisela! And the coat of the night was a fur coat that was it was just, I don't even know, maybe it was like an extinct animal or some kind of like very rich like otter or small mammal, but just very luxurious fur. Anyway, what happened was that I really wanted to tell you before I forget, because tonight, like the ending came of the story. Basically, like the Nobel Prize winner that I was telling you about, and like I think you Googled him, Dr. Rothman, like a bio something medicine.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they give these prizes for. Something, it wasn't Quake related. I'll tell you that much. He usually comes in with like this fur covered hat. It's like what a trapper would wear in Canada, like 200-300 years ago.
I have one of those, like a real one.
Oh,
rabbit fur.
Yes.
Like I can't tell my friend it's real rabbit fur, but it is.
But you could tell your friend in the coat room, because some of those guys get off on that shit. I would take it. I would be like, oh shit, rabbit fur? That's fucked up. Like here in our restaurant, you can eat a rabbit, and now you're wearing one on your head. Like I feel like that's real power. So, you have any rabbit fur?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Can you guys hear me?
Hey, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry. Okay.
Well, I've told
guys.
2 or 3 coat stories, but don't worry, there's more coat tales to come.
Hey, is my phone making any funny noises? Last time I was on here, y'all said my phone was.
You sound like a fucking professional podcaster, sir. There was
you're actually pretty good.
All right, good. So that guy came back with the creepy hat or whatever. What did I miss?
Yeah. So this guy's got this hat, and Jay Zilla has one too, and it's an awesome fucking hat. It's like the Pope's, like it's a fur hat, but it's got, if it's the same one that Jay Zilla, if you know what I'm talking about, like it's not like it's like foldable, like it maintains its 3D shape.
Yeah,
and
it's a real trapper's hat. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't fold down over your ears. It doesn't. Yeah.
And it's like, but like I'm saying, like it wouldn't even like fold down like to fit into a pocket. There's no way you would ever put it into your pocket. Like it has to maintain its shape, and it's got to be out and about. And so I've handled this hat many times now, like maybe 3, 4, maybe more than that times. And I have a familiarity with this guest because like he's come in so many times, but he's a big shot. He's like won a Nobel Prize in some kind of bio something or other. And so everyone's deferring to him. Like everyone's always so amazing to him. And I think I freaked him out because he didn't have that hat with him. And I was like, Dr. Rothman, here's your coat. And geez, no fantastic hat today. And he was like, he said something like, it's a hell of a hat. And I was like, yes, sir. And his friend goes, it's kind of a Russian hat. And I said, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? He didn't win a Nobel Prize. I'm like, no. It's not really a Russian hat. It's like the hat that John Candy's character, Uncle Buck, wears in the John Hughes movie. And I thought like that was like, like the cherry on the sundae. I was all happy with myself. But Dr. Rothman turns fucking white as a sheet. And he's like, are you saying that I'm like John Candy? And I'm like, fucking hell yeah, Dr. Rothman. John Candy's the shit. I'm like, that's a personal hero of mine right there. And like that scene is iconic. And your hat is so badass. Like, why would you not want it compared to one of the greatest hat scenes in cinema? I don't know. And then Jean-Michel, the maitre d', told me I had to be careful about how I commented on Dr. Rothman's hat. And but then I explained to him what really happened. And I was just defending the hat against claims of like it looking like Russian or whatever. And then Jean-Michel was proud of me, and he started telling people that I did it.
Nice. You made him proud.
As I got halfway through my explanation of what really happened, like he like Jean-Michel was like, "Well, maybe you did say the right thing then."
Now, what movie scene is this? What movie is this from?
Oh, it's the
Trains,
movie.
Planes, and Automobiles, or whatever.
I think he might have a good hat in that too. But no, this is like where he's like the uncle to the family, and he comes to take care of the kids.
Oh, that's right. You said that before, Uncle Buck. Yeah.
And then the girlfriend, the daughter has like her boyfriend, like, and he's like a sleazy guy, and John Candy takes out a fucking drill from the back of his car and fucking threatens this dude with the drill that he's gonna like drill his skull in or something. You know, when you can make jokes like that in the 80s. And then they're like, the guy like freaks out and like runs away, and then he asks like the young kid, he's like, "You think it was the hat?" "I don't know. A lot of people, the hat does something to them," or something like that.
That's funny. Hey, Reef, we were talking earlier trying to figure out who's the British guy who lives in Australia that used to play here all the time. Hadn't been on in a while that I've seen, but
British guy. Oh, Razor?
Razor, yeah.
The one with the crazy YouTube channel.
Yeah, Razor, right?
I don't know about a YouTube channel. I just was asking where he's been. I'm going to be
brutally honest with you guys. I think that everybody that continues to play Quake 2 at this point from Australia has a crazy YouTube channel. I think it's true. I've seen at least 3 or 4. That guy Mackinac that makes maps, he's got a pretty crazy YouTube channel. Like, he makes music too, so it's like a lot of like him like playing like the drums and shit.
This map hurts my eyes.
I suck at this map.
Yeah.
I suck at it.
The other, the host that I work with that has been there for like 7 years and is like considered like the manager of the front desk. He has on his Instagram page like all these pictures. He's also gay, so I mean, there's just like the fashion of like him and his friends. I'm sure, like, he's very young, like he's like in his 20s. He's just having a good time, but he's always dressing up in these crazy flamboyant fur coats. And I feel like when you're in this job where you're touching like 200 coats a day and they're all very fine coats, that I don't know, it's got to like, you have to like process that. And like my method of processing that is like, thank you guys, you know, you all jump on Discord and we just talk it out. We have our coat talks. But
right. There you go.
For him, like, he's like, you know, I think it's manifesting in his outerwear
Instagram.
For Instagram, yeah. And I'm always like, damn, like, I wonder where he got that idea for that crazy coat. Could it have been the coat closet? I think I've seen that before. These people like were having a straight up coat conversation with me, and coat talk is something that I do fairly well. Like, I can talk to you about the weather. We can talk about the history of the restaurant. We can talk about restaurants in general. We can talk about New Haven, Connecticut, or we could talk about coats. And I kind of like it. It's just refreshing for me when we just keep it simple and talk coats. And this older couple were telling me that they had some coats that they got in the 60s that were made with goat fur, and that they had to throw them out because they started to stink so bad, and that was evidently like a trademark of them. They're called goat coats. I mean, go figure, right? Goat coats.
Is there anything you can do about that, or are you actually having to throw them out?
I'm sure there's something you can do. It's 2019, man. I mean you couldn't...
some Febreze or something.
For real. They didn't have Febreze back then, and I think all of that came from NASA. And also, they didn't have the ability to, you know, do a verbatim Google search on, like, quotation mark, goat coats, close quotation mark. But I bet you I could come up with some suggestions. Fucking goat coats.
What happens if you don't quote goat quotes?
we had I'm feeling saucier and more confident at work, and I'm starting to open up to people a little bit more about the marijuana. And when I say people, I just mean the owner, my boss. Like, I had a moment tonight where we had a couple that the name of the guest was, their last name was KOPS, the cops. And I asked my boss, I was like, who sat that couple on table 27? I didn't call the cops. And I was like, don't let the cops see my stash, man. He was like, of what? I'm like, menus and shit.
That green shit.
No, I said menus and shit. I didn't say that green shit.
No, I said that.
That green shit, man. Now look, it's time. Fuck. I also told them tonight that if they needed me to, that I'm ready to start managing for them, because the maitre d' like had a terrible end of night last night. Like he had like a front facing panic attack, and you always want to have a back facing panic attack if you're in the restaurant industry. You never want to have the front facing panic attack in public in the restaurant. And
yeah, that's a no.
It was just like, it was clearly like a sign that, to me, said like he's ready to not ever do this again. Like, and so I was like, if that happens, then you need somebody to start closing for you. That's me, man. All I do is close. Just a closer. That could be my way in, because nobody likes to fucking close. That's how I got into management and got like a stable position in the last company I worked for. You got to find the thing that nobody wants to do and do it.
And then move up. Yep.
Then you trade your goat coat for maybe Spanish camel fur coat hair. Schloob, you have a dog? You have any dogs?
Nope. Well, I did at home.
In New York?
Yes, we had Akita.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, they're cool dogs. They can be very protective, though, can't they?
Yeah, I can't get close to my dad, or she'll try to attack me.
Oh, wow.
That's wild.
Not actually attack me, but maybe.
You never tested her, huh?
Wow, man, on NPR, they had like on Here and Now, like they were talking about that phenomenon, like where people, I guess, like really like the sound of like crinkling paper and shit. Like it's like they're very soothing sounds. And
ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. But for me, I had like a response of like rage. I really did not like it was like the NPR lady was trying to do it and like whispering, and like I was just like, oh my God, like this is so fucking terrible.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. There's certain noises that I guess are kind of like ASMR triggers for some people that to me will just piss me off. Like yeah, there you go, thank you. Whoever's doing that. Yeah.
Wow, that was super meta. I didn't catch on. If you hadn't said anything, I would have probably been 30 seconds to learn what was really going on.
But yeah, for me, like sketching, like with a pencil, you know, like an artist sketching or something like that, kind of gives me those tingly feelings.
And that's the good tingle?
Yeah. ASMR is the good kind of reaction, and misophonia, of course, is the bad stuff.
So can you get ASMR from just like a specific like thing for like one person? Like, you think they'll ever find a gene for like ASMR activation?
I don't know, but for misophonia, there's some big study going on where they believe that there's actually a an abnormality in the like a physical abnormality in the way that the auditory system connects to the brain.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which causes misophonia. It's like when I hear somebody sucking their fingers or smacking their lips, it's kind of like you hearing a noise that would typically trigger fear and anxiety in you, like I don't know, a gunshot or something.
Wow.
It's just like my brain it's just wired incorrectly and doesn't process the noise the way a normal person would. It's screwed up. But
all that being said, people sucking their fingers as adults, like that is annoying. That's like a health hazard. We're all gonna die. Like there can be no finger sucking. Like it's gross and inappropriate. That's fucked up. A chef I used to work with used to fucking lick his fingers after he fucking tasted something, and it just fucking heaved me the fuck out. I would be like,
that's creepy.
Like,
that's
thank you.
More like creepy though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I would say it's. But also, like, I was trained. Wow, look at Schloob, man. That's fucking awesome.
Damn. Nice one.
That's his second top one of the night.
Oh yeah, you got but that was a cheat. You got to go back.
Cheat. He was cheating.
Yeah, you need to go back, Jay, and modify that score. Divide it by 1.5, so it should be like 260 or something.
Playing UL.
All right.
Yeah.
What map was that on? I forget.
Caco.
It was Caco.
Wasn't it Caco? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was the one before that. UL didn't play Caco.
XL CTF.
It was XL. Yep.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah, that's the one I put on when I got on. Yep. He's right.
What was the call on the field? Was it Jambo?
Do what?
Did anyone call Jambo on that? Can I smoke weed? Can I live my life?
Can I live my life? You talking all loud in the other room?
You have a nosebleed? Jesus. I feel bad yelling at you. Yeah, everyone says hi.
Hi.
Right.
Hello.
He made us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to be polite.
I'm giving you shit.
Where's my weed?
You just,
He didn't hit me? I didn't freaking know you had a nosebleed. Never mind.
yeah. Alright, this is your stuff.
I know, but it's not enough for, like, because you, like, smoked it all.
Yeah.
That was a fuck.
My mom. I know, but you know what?
Well, I know you don't. You think I covered? We're probably the last generation on Earth that will have this weird social hang-up about marijuana.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like rotary phones, man, and before the internet, we're the only ones that really know. Then when we're all gone, who's going to make the Quake 2 project then? It's like the ending of the movie AI. It's like all the aliens that are like gathered around like the holodeck, like looking down into the simulation that the whole movie's reality has been running in. Like that's going to be the future Quake 2 historians, like looking into the sandbox universe and being like, what the fuck did they need fucking catch the chicken for? Jesus.
I hear I don't hear. I was reading talking about legalizing shrooms.
I saw that too. That's fucked up. I mean, it's possible because I used to do it in the Netherlands. My sister lived in Amsterdam for 6 years, and I used to visit her and buy them. And you just couldn't dry them, so that would mean that they had a shelf life, and after which they could become very dangerous.
Right.
So it was a way to try to limit the possibility of them trafficking. I'm guessing that there were some reasons that had to deal with the potency of the drug and everything as to why you could only buy fresh ones. But it's interesting. I think that the most exciting thing about that whole thing though is the therapeutic. I feel like for people with really bad addictions that have this psychedelic experience, for me anyway, it was a very helpful thing. And I've read how they have just very limited studies, but it would be cool to have more studies and just really see if there is therapeutic benefit, because fucking addiction is I'm so glad I wasn't born in the fucking fentanyl generation, man. That's how fucking Philip Seymour Hoffman died. And
okay.
Oh, that shit is bad.
Man, we were at work today, and I brought up auto asphyxia erotica, like I do, and they were telling me that Christopher Walken's alive, but he's fucking dead. Am I wrong? Is he dead?
You talking about him dying in Thailand or whatever in Bangkok?
That's what I always thought.
I thought that was a rumor. I don't know. Maybe it's true.
Wow. I have zero clarity on his living.
It's the fucking internet.
So it's true? Or he's alive?
I heard that. I have no fucking idea. I heard that story.
In my mind, Jayzilla, you're not. But in reality, you are. A decade older than me. You know things that I'll never fucking know. And when you say that it's the fucking internet, I'm like, how can none of us have any clarity? How is this possible? Is he alive? Is he dead? Is he still making movies? What the fuck is going on with him?
I can't think of a movie he's made, in recent years.
Since he died. Yeah. Since he choked himself to death.
All right. I got one for you. Do you remember Party Lines?
Party Lines is not something that I remember as a memory. I read about them.
Yeah, I remember them as a memory.
There's a Kink song about them. So that was in Canada though, no?
It's the same phone system.
So a party line was what? It was an admin for a fucking Quake 2 server that would kick anybody, or...
A party line is back in the days because wires were so expensive that they would wire the street, and everybody's phone would be on the same two wires, so that when you would get a call, each house had a different ringtone that the phone would ring, but all the houses would ring it, but you were only supposed to pick up if it was your ringtone. And you could listen to your neighbors' phone conversations.
Wow.
And you couldn't call your neighbors.
You couldn't call your neighbors.
No, you couldn't, you can call someone inside of your house on a different phone, right?
Oh, I got you. So you just couldn't call them? There's no way that you could be connected because you were on the same network?
Right. You were on the same line.
Same line. So you couldn't go, oh, wow, that's fucked up. Could you inadvertently pick up on their call and talk to them?
Yep. You could do that.
So that was probably how it was done. I bet people had a weird fucking custom on how to do that shit. Because of course you're going to want to talk to your neighbor.
That's how it was rigged up. And I remember that when I was very young. I remember having to not pick up the phone when it rang twice in a row. That was the neighbors.
I remember that song, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me, twice on the pipe if the answer is no.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, that was like a big, very orchestral. So did you ever listen to oldies?
Nope.
Not me. Not so much. Oldies. What do you mean by oldies?
I would say like the songs of the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Oh, no.
He's like, I don't listen to old people.
I am an old person. I was thinking you're so young, you might be preferring to like 90s music as oldies.
Wow. My understanding has recently changed, but it's through, what's that satellite radio? Sirius?
Yeah, Sirius.
Oh, yeah.
And they do like the first wave and second wave of classic rock. And like the second wave is like the cassette era, and the first wave is like all vinyl in the 60s and 70s. And so they're like, if you want to make a mixtape, you're going to have to wait till the second wave of classic rock. I think, even though we've lost the half game, we're doing really good.
I'm in auto mode right now.
That's the way to do it. There he goes. Cheeto Mussolini.
Donde, do you remember the one night we had Caleb on Discord? The
Yes.
Brazilian?
Yeah, I remember.
He couldn't figure out why we were all like in the same channel.
Well, he was probably thinking very competition-minded.
He was like, are you guys red or blue?
He's like,
Why are you letting,
you know, like when you don't speak a language?
letting him know that? Yeah.
Like a lot of foreign language speakers, like you start to invent a narrative. So your brain just has to do something. Like, you know, you're trying to process, like you just don't have it. Whatever you're going to need to understand that language, you don't have it. So what are you going to do? You're going to try to understand and invent a narrative. Like, do you think that there's any narrative in that guy's head that could explain or talking about coats for hours and hours?
And Judge Judy. I think these were the days of Judge Judy. I don't know.
If he fucking really knew, it would just fucking, if somebody pulled the curtain back on that shit, it would just fucking blow his mind. Like, we get like Babelfish, like, and it just translates for us next time he comes on. And like, we're like, what kind of coat do you wear? He like listens to everything translated and he's like, what the fuck?
Oh, nice return. Or I should say timely return. Who's that? Oh, it was Donde.
Oh shit, I hit the flag.
I think that, you know, philosophically speaking, in this game, you just kind of got to go with the flow, man. Like, we can't necessarily be expected to win this game, but, you know, we can give it our best try.
do you guys want to play after this?
I want to play like a waterfall space map, like zero gravity, like it's all ice.
We can put the ice map on.
Oh, that would be cool.
We can chill. Yeah.
We could chill. Oh shit. Soybean's not very chill.
He can be. It actually was pretty chill the other night.
Like Dasso? Like the world's smallest dolphin?
Maybe. Those fucking dolphins.
Oh god, it's so sad that those dolphins are dying. Those really small ones in the Baja. Not the dolphins. Not the tiny dolphins.
Why is it the pollution in the water, or what's?
No, people are fishing for them. Like they just are.
Oh god! What, eating them?
I think so. They also might just be a bycatch or something else, or and I don't know. It's just a sad situation. They're small. They're just small dolphins. We've done it. We've done it now. That's our mark on this game.
You've narrowed it down. You really need to push for a comeback, so Schloob's got more time to get to
that high score. That's right.
Yep. Where did WoW go? Oh, he's still there. What are you doing there, dude? He deserved that one.
He was like Rambo 3 and that shit.
Yep.
I don't know how
There's all of us in there too. Here, eat that.
No, my wireless Wi-Fi connection to the phone just got cut off or something. Yeah, I was talking away too.
Really? What's that?
They're like, these guys are ignoring me. These fuckers. Well, we'll never know now.
all taking the water?
It's probably Rocket J.
It is not Rocket J. Wow, you're on the team that's talking about schloob. That's not. Look, they both have the flag right now. It's a different team you're talking about.
Oh, am I on schloob team?
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah.
No, I'm on your. I'm on your team.
I'm sorry. I'm full of bad advice.
Oh, I'm the one who's confused. Sorry, guys.
Wait, that wasn't a cap out.
I never said I wasn't confused. It wasn't a gap out. Oh, you almost made it. Schloob, you were 35 points short.
Sunday's inspirational speech then.
That's gonna be an album title. Still not a cap out.
I forget what we wanted to play. I asked you guys, and then
Ice map, I think.
oh shit! I need to air Colin for that. Hang on, shit.
He still lost, bro. I was like, still not a cap out. Like, what?
Oh, Donde's types fast. He always beats me.
I type extra fast when it comes to ice maps.
Yeah, and I need to set my configs better because I'm like Archon password.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why can't I grab it?
Shit. Oh my god. Freaking ice.
Oh, that was cold as ice.
Not today, Satan.
Oh shit!
In the face.
Korea, what the fuck? Don't you have like an alternate name when you go into fucking killer mode?
Godzilla.
Oh, is that what it is? Who's Godzilla?
I should make it. I don't have one, but if you're asking me what it would be, I would do that.
There was one night where you were just killing everybody, and I think schloob like said that you had gone like and made up like some or like you were some word that I didn't recognize. It was really funny.
Oh, I forget. I totally forget that. Schloob, do you remember?
There's no way in it. There's way too much marijuana on Earth to remember. Something specific like that. Schloob, I guarantee, does not remember anything about that.
I vaguely remember. I would not remember the name.
Well, I could check my diary and get like the exact like. No,
If it's on the server, I save the chat logs. If it was on Discord, then I have no fucking idea.
it was probably like I'm like very bad at like searching sometimes. It was probably like their last place. It's gonna break our streak, man. Don't fuck this up, Rock TJ. Thank you. It's fuck dust. Get it wild. That's what I'm talking about. Bullshit.
Oh shit, not today, Satan.
There was this guy that used to have his name in Hellfire. He called himself the Ice Cobra. He was fucking badass. He'd be like, Ice Cobra. It wasn't even like Ice Match though, he was just using the name.
Oh my god. Returned 1 second too late.
Flag.
Map flag.
Oh my god.
Dude, wow, just get the #1 high score. That is fucking bullshit. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Look at
You
him.
can tell we don't play that much. 206 has got high score.
We played that map like 3 times on the server. It's not on rotation.
You played that map.
It's still a good score though, I'm not putting it
I
down.
think my
Come on.
my highest score is like 86 or something. What the fuck was that? Man, you crushed it.
I should put it on rotation, this one. I like it.
10, 9, 8.
What, this one right here or that one we
The
just
one
played?
before, the ice.
Oh yeah. For ice maps, I'm not a big ice map fan, but that one's pretty good.
1.
For not a big ice map fan to have the #1 high score. This is the same for all the ice map fans. Yeah, ice maps are basically garbage, but I guess we'll take the #1 spot. Yes, sir, you're now the ambassador for the map. Yeah, fuck that map. No, ice maps are controversial at best. I try to promote their therapeutic benefit of like exercise over the wrist. It's like a stretching surface. It's just weird. Like Quake 2 physics are weird, and to have the ice thrown in just adds to the weird.
You say weird, I say charming.
Charming. Well, I mean weird in a good way.
No, I know.
Like trying to wrap my brain around like what's actually happening with the physics in this game is like very fun in a weird way. It's the time. That's why only smart, very smart people play Quake 2.
I'd say that's debatable.
I don't disagree.
Did you get your hat from a Canadian fur trapper?
No, I bought it at Cabela's, but sorry to sorry, you're whatever you were picturing.
I was picturing like going on Antique Roadshow and describing it and being like pointing at it with a wooden stick and being like, this hat has been 2 centuries of... Are we really losing? We're losing. We're losing. That's happening now. We're losing now. Now we're losing. Now, schloob, let's not lose this. This is ours.
I'm not doing too well.
There's some weird thing that they're doing that's very bad.
They're winning.
Exactly.
The bad winning? Oh yeah. Bad thing.
Who's the one? Who's killing everyone?
Prez.
Oh man, who's Prez? Wags?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I always forget that, and now I learned it again. Kill.
Oh, that was a good save there. The dead slowed.
You guys are not fucking allowed to come back.
Come back. We ain't never been gone.
No, you were kind of gone.
Oh.
Shit, I tried to save it.
So you gonna Uber? Yeah.
Oh no. He got us back.
At your house on Wednesday. I know you're scheduled again.
I was like, shit, you know it's my nickname.
If you want to go across my line, it's just oops in there.
I think you just got the #1 schloob.
On this? No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job.
That's their third one.
Dante said we were losing. I had to do something.
Let's step it up.
I didn't realize that thing turned up to 11.
Neuro pity. Oh my god, you guys are playing. I'm gonna play red. I don't like red.
I have that #1 score on this map. This one is off limits, Schloob. This one's off limits. Neuro pity, take it off the table.
You need
Crush it, Schloob.
4, 3, I'm playing this map.
2, 1.
Oh, you don't like this one?
I'm on no fly list.
You're boycotting this. Do you not like it, or are you boycotting it?
A little bit of both.
He's probably like got ice packs on, like in a vest or something, like cooling down after his big #1 game. He's got.
Fuck.
A lot of people assume that this map is just straight up matchup of Neurotica and the Pit. But what if I told you it wasn't? That's what Hobo said. What you talking about?
Hobo Ben?
I don't know.
Is that, are you talking about?
He's got that
that?
museum job.
Yeah.
Isn't that the guy that works in the museum?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He comes on like once every 5
I've seen him more often, actually, like the last couple of days. Like, I feel like he's back. Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, no, I am thinking about somebody else. I'm thinking about, what the fuck am I thinking about? Oh, test them.
Oh, yeah, no.
Are we, now we're gonna lose? This is terrible.
Can't win them all. Shit.
We can win Neuro Pity. It's a fucking Neuro Pity. Schloob won't even play it. We can at least win Neuro Pity. For the love of God. Have Neuro Pity on us. See what I did there?
He's a man of principle. He won't.
God or Schloob?
Schloob. That's why I asked the boycott question.
I'm pretty sure.
Sometimes you gotta walk away from the table.
There you go.
He's pulling a Trump on it.
Fucking Cheeto Mussolini. He's got the specs on me, man.
Well, this is his map, isn't it?
Exactly. I always have to be against the team with the guy that actually made the fucking map. That cap was illegal. That was not fucking. That was not kosher. There was something really bad.
This was a fine cap.
It was a fine cap.
It was a fine return. I'll tell you that.
I ordered Hamilton. This vintage grinder is the top. Yeah.
I missed the post.
I kept that. I didn't kept it. That's not it. That's not a t-shirt. I didn't cap it. But the unicapper, that's a t-shirt. That's like when I'm the worst, when I'm super stoned, I become the unicapper. Like good for just one cap and then total garbage. They're pulling away, this is bullshit.
It's like too late.
Alright guys, I love you. Have a good night. Watch the Chiba.
how hard would it be to make, or is it even possible to create a Quake 2 server with built-in team chat type, you know, like the newer games have?
Like whether they're even?
No, I mean like to just like you hit T and talk to your teammates and.
Oh, team chat. Oh,
team chat. Yeah.
You can't. It's.
You can't do that. Okay.
You can't do that. This is 1990s technology. You can only do so much with it.
Right, okay.
Shit. I had that.
Thank you.
You don't have
Shit.
to now.
I think one of your guys is AFK.
I doubt it.
Rocket James, no.
Nice, he's playing out.
Damn it.
That was a good game.
Oh, that wasn't a sigh of relief that my number one neural pity score was intact. My baby.
You want to do this? You want to do variation? Oh, Goner's out.
Corner's out.
Goner's a goner.
Right.
Yeah. I'll put variation in.
10, 9, 8,
I haven't played it
7,
tonight.
6,
I haven't played Slip either.
4,
Haven't played Flip.
3,
I got on late.
1.
Need some water. Last one, I think.
Wow, do you have a dog?
Yes, I do.
What kind of dog you have?
Keeshond is how most people pronounce it. Keeshond.
I have a friend that has two of those. Big and fluffy. Yeah. Big and fluffy. And grayish.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I love her.
4,
What's your
They're a
name?
lot of maintenance. You have to brush them and comb them and get them groomed all the time.
Yeah, you do have to keep it pretty. Her name's Kona, which I've come to realize since I named her that's a masculine name actually, but oh well. Kinda.
Oh, that's a nice
yeah.
name.
Kona, yeah.
Johnson.
Keisha. It's actually, I think, pronounced Kayshawn is how you're supposed to pronounce it.
I always hear it Keyshawn.
Yeah, that's because it's spelled that way, but I think the proper pronunciation is Kayshawn. They're Dutch dogs.
German? Yeah.
Dutch, yeah.
Dutch, yeah.
The natives call these lands Milwaukee, which means where two rivers meet. Thanks,
Oh,
Alex.
yeah?
Milwaukee. Nice.
Alright, I think it's my last one too. I'm falling asleep here.
I feel like we've won every game tonight. Now that might not be accurate. We put a lot of damage in there. Like 15 games lost. Yeah, but you know what? Those were good times.
Schloob is going to want a high score on this one, too.
I thought he was vegetarian, and now he's like only eat blood and giblets.
No, he wants blood.
He wants the ring. Look at him, hopping around, shooting.
That's the game.
That's the game.
That's the name of the game.
It's the name of the game.
Was there because I missed that return. Shit.
That's not good. That's pretty fast.
You saved it.
Well, when WoW was streaking across the map possibly fast, zigzagging through a strange universe. It's not really me. Probably talking WoW anyway. That's not good.
Fuck. Nice.
Alright, to avenge WoW.
You had to.
He's carrying me.
Sorry, we'll bring it back.
Maybe. I'm kind of going downhill right now. Alright, I'm out here. I'm done.
Alright, man. Well, good night. Hey,
Good night.
thanks for coming on for a Coke chat.
Yeah, go chat. Good night.
Cool chat.
Yeah, thanks, Soup. Wow, I guess. What do you think?
10, 9,
Sorry, I lost connection there again.
7,
Well, good games, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm very sleepy.
2, 1.
Alright, I'm out here then. Good
All right,
night.
yep.
Good
Y'all
games.
have a good one.
Good night.